Hey everyone, this is Noah from Knights of 67, and I am finally back with Ironman Challenge. Just a quick little disclaimer at the beginning of this video before it actually gets into the video itself. I'm sorry that I haven't come out with one since about a month. I recorded this, I believe, about maybe 2-3 weeks ago, so the commentary may be a bit off. It was about the time, I think a week or so before I uploaded my WoW discussions video on Warlords of Draenor. So it was recorded a while ago, and basically I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm sorry I haven't come out with one so long, and I'll be talking about like different time frames and stuff in the video, and I don't want you to get confused. So I recorded it a while ago, and but hopefully you'll still enjoy it, and I will try and come out with them every Friday from now on. Sorry I haven't done them in literally a month, but I'm gonna get back in the groove of things, and I hope you all enjoy. Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to part 5 of WoW Ironman Challenge. Again, sorry I haven't come out with one in, I think it's been 2 weeks. And actually, by the time this video is released, it's going to be 3 weeks, because instead of releasing it on a Saturday after, I'm just going to say fuck it and release it the next week after. So I'm sorry that it's been a long time, but hopefully before this video comes out, my WoW discussion video will be out, and one of my new State of Affairs, which I haven't made a State of Affairs in a long time, will be out and everything. So I've been really lazy in making content, and I sincerely apologize for that. It's just been really inconvenient for me to make videos as of late, but I promise that I will get on that. The last Friday, not what would be last week for all of you watching, but the week before that, I had like a social event to go to and everything, so I couldn't release it. And then the previous week I just got lazy and didn't do it, and didn't really have time. So again, I apologize for that. And I am working on my next WoW discussion, which I know many of you would definitely like. Again, though, it's hard to come out with WoW discussion videos because of the fact that WoW's just kind of in that perpetual state right now, where it's just it's almost like in limbo. It's just kind of there. It's not really engaged right now, because after BlizzCon there was so much to talk about with Warlords of Draenor, but now there's really not that much to talk about. But actually there was just a thing posted about Warlords of Draenor that my WoW discussion video will probably be on, if not a topic in State of Affairs that will be out before this video comes out. So I'm kind of talking about videos that will be out before you're watching this video. It's like, whoa, that's like some trippy shit right there. So yeah, I'd just be on the lookout for those videos, except they're already out, or they should be, unless I'm even more of a lazy bastard and they're not out, in which case I apologize. So but yeah, I haven't been working that diligently as of late, and like I said, I apologize for that. But what are you gonna do? So, and if you guys follow me for a long time, which I hope you guys will stay with this channel, I really hope that you guys will. You may occasionally run into me doing that, just being lazy and not really working on videos. But I mean, sometimes you just kind of feel uninspired, and for me, I would rather be uninspired and just not come out with videos for a while than come out with videos while I'm uninspired, and then have those videos be like of subpar quality, like. So it's not that I don't care about you guys or don't care about my channel or anything. That's not it at all. It's just, if I'm uninspired to make a video, I'm just not going to make one. I'm not going to force myself to make one, because I know that you guys deserve good content, which is why I'm kind of beating myself up about having these filler videos just being like my only forms of content over the past couple weeks. And so I'm definitely trying to work on that. But again, I haven't really been into WoW that much, and WoW's also in just that period of the final patch of the expansion comes out, and then from there, it's just like so irrelevant to talk about it until the next expansion comes out, and then everything gets back into full swing again. That's what I don't like about WoW expansions, about really every WoW expansion. It's just towards the end of the expansion, you just have that final patch hit, and from there it goes all downhill. And that's why I was really disappointed that they canceled 5.5, is though even though it wasn't going to be a major content patch, you know, it just would have been nice to have just something there, something to tide us over, even if it was like environmental changes to Orgrimmar or anything. And I know that people said like, oh, it would take time out of the development of Warlords of Draenor, but I don't really think that's a good point, really. I mean, it seems like it would make sense, but I don't really think it's true necessarily. I mean, how hard is it really to make a patch that, I mean, it doesn't even have to be anything major. Like I said, it could just be a few environmental changes to the world and just like other stuff like that. Maybe add like a little dungeon or scenario or something, quest line, anything. Anything that's new content to tide us over, but no, nothing. And that's kind of disappointing, but it happens at the end of every expansion, and the subscriber numbers are going to start dropping from here on until Warlords of Draenor, and everyone's going to freak out just like they did at the end of Kata, when all reality, it's just that, that post-expansion syndrome, or pre-expansion syndrome, whichever you really, think of it as. And Warlords of Draenor beta should be coming up within the next couple of months. I would expect it to be out in, at the very least, like mid-February, if not like very early March, because beta periods usually last about 6 months. And if you're looking at a September release date like Mr. Pandaria, then it needs to start in about March. Or if it releases sooner than that, then it needs to start in February. So we could be looking at a summer release date, like a late summer release date, which would be pretty cool, honestly, for like people that are in school and stuff. Because I know, because like games always come out on an inconvenient time, like Tuesdays. Games always come out on Tuesdays. I don't know if any of you knew that, but they always come out on Tuesdays. And it's just a thing, and they always come out like during like closer to Christmas, like during like the school sessions and stuff. And I hate that shit. So if it could come out like during the summer period, that would be convenient for a lot of people taking classes, such as myself. So, that'd be nice. And that's another reason why I haven't been that great on videos. It's just, my classwork and everything is just kind of a hassle. I thought after finals it was gonna get easier, and it kind of hasn't. So I apologize for that too. But again, what are you gonna do? So I've kind of been out of the loop, even on like YouTube. Like I haven't really watched that many of like the channels that I usually watch. Like, I just have been really out of the YouTube loop, and just have been more on like, I've been doing more stuff in real life that takes up a lot more time and everything. So again, I want to make my channel a major focus and really work hard to get out some quality content. But again, it's hard. But once Warlords of Draenor beta comes out, I hope to God that I will get the beta, because I never get Blizzard betas, like ever. Hearthstone's the only one I've gotten, and I think it's irrelevant now because it's in open beta. Is it in open beta? I don't even know. I've been out of the loop. which is kind of why I've stopped making State of Affairs, is just because like the whole news thing is just kind of like I don't know what's going on anymore in the community. It doesn't take very long to find out. I just haven't had time to really do anything I want. Really, the only WoW I've been playing lately is PvP with my friend that got back into WoW, and that's really the only PvP is the only kind of WoW playing I've been doing over the past week or so. Because again, on my shaman, I just don't really have a way of raiding, and at this point, I almost think it's too far gone to start getting into the raiding because the expansion's almost over, and it will be a while, at least 6 or 7 months, if not more so, before Wards of Draenor comes out. But at the end of the day, I don't know. I just don't think I can get into the Mists of Pandaria raiding. Which is a shame because I think it's been really good from what I've experienced of it and from what I've seen through like Raid Finder and other things. And that is one perk of Raid Finder, is just being able to see the content for someone like me that's been out of the loop the entire expansion. But I still don't take back what I said about Raid Finder, but that's beside the point. So these gloves look pretty cool. I like them. So yeah, hopefully when Wards of Draenor beta comes out, I will get it, because one, even if hypothetically I didn't have a YouTube channel, I didn't make videos, I would still want it, obviously. As a player that's played this game since the beginning and has supported Blizzard for over 10 years now, going on I think 12 years now I've supported Blizzard. Ever since the release of Warcraft 3, naturally I kind of feel like I should get some compensation every now and then. And not that I feel like entitled, maybe I'm coming across that way, not that I necessarily feel entitled, it'd just be nice, that's all I'm saying. I know it's like randomly generated, and Blizzard doesn't, usually just like, oh, this guy's been a subscriber of ours for years, so let's give him this. Like, usually that's not the case. Of course, there are people like, YouTube people that get like beta invites automatically, and then like Blizzard employees' friends and stuff. But, overall, it's usually randomly generated to test, like, okay, how compatible is this expansion with this computer and, this thing, and, so I get it. But I still haven't been very lucky, and I could have gotten Mists of Pandaria beta with the annual pass thing, but that's not going to happen with Wards of Draenor because it's not like well timed. They could do it with Reaper of Souls, but they're not going to. They already said. So I don't know. I kind of wish they could, just so I could like guaranteed get into the beta at some point, because with this YouTube channel especially, if I don't get into the beta, it's gonna be extra, agonizing not getting into it. So I really hope I am, because I haven't gotten into Reaper of Souls Diablo 3 beta, and I doubt I will at this point if it hasn't happened yet. So okay, these text boxes are not working. Alright, there we go. Because I said I was gonna do Reaper of Souls like beta stuff when I got it, and I still want to, and if I do ever get it, then hell yeah, I'm gonna make tons of videos on it. But I mean, for right now, that remains to be seen if I'll get a beta invite or not. So just have to wait and see. I really hope I do get some. Is that, no? That's a leather. So we'll just have to wait and see. I really hope that I get into the beta, because Wards of Draenor looks really cool, and things like garrisons and everything. I mean, Wards of Draenor looks like it's just gonna be an entirely different game, and yeah, I think that's nice, and I look forward to it a lot. It's definitely I'm not as psyched for it as I thought I would be. I guess just because I'm not really into WoW much right now. At the same time, I don't want this expansion to end. so soon because I haven't gotten to do much in it. That doesn't mean I'm not excited for the next expansion. I don't have that much hype for it. I've learned to just not hype up games that much, like any game really, like GTA 5 or whatever. Like I just don't get that excited for games anymore. Simply because I don't look up stuff on them. You know, really, like I'll look up like maybe like some reviews, or like I'll watch some videos just to like see how it is, and if it looks fun, then I'm interested in it. Kind of the same thing with like GTA 5. Like I never really looked up that much. Like all my friends would always look up all the like gameplay videos and previews to GTA 5, and they're like, oh, I can't wait for it to come out, and I'm just like, okay, like I guess it's gonna be pretty cool. And I love GTA 5. It's one of my favorite games. The Grand Theft Auto series is amazing, but the point is that I just didn't really get that hyped up for it because I didn't, go out of my way to watch every single video. Now, when I was a bit younger, a few years ago, I used to like look up videos for, games that were coming out and stuff like that, which would get me super hyped up. But nowadays, I don't really do that. Um, just because I don't know. I hate just waiting, and everyone's like, oh well, you've waited this long, so you can wait, when the game gets delayed or whatever. But I don't know. So basically, I just don't hype myself up for games anymore, and because I don't know. And especially if a game ever turns out to be a disappointment, which usually games that I buy aren't usually disappointments. I think the last game I was really hyped up for was Halo 4, and I enjoyed Halo 4 a lot. Um, some people didn't like it because it was different than Halo Reach, and which was extremely different from Halo 3. So the past like 3 installments of Halo, and Halo is like my favorite video game series probably ever, next to Warcraft. Like Warcraft's probably my favorite, then Halo. Um, I love Halo games, so I was super pumped up. Went to the midnight release for Halo 4, all that. It was awesome. Um, and I liked Halo 4 a lot. Um, so that was probably the last game that I was like super hyped up for. Um, but other than that, well, and I was super hyped up for Mr. Pandaria, but I think that was before Halo 4 came out. Bam, that was back in 2012. That seems like it wasn't that long ago, but it was. Yeah, because Mr. Pandaria had come out, what, 2 months before Halo 4 did, so, yeah, so 2012 was probably the last year that I was really hyped up for a game. I don't really buy that many games. Like tons of people have played like just like so many different types of games. I don't really play like a lot of games. I mean, I play a lot of games, but not like, but not a whole lot, if that makes any sense, which it doesn't. I'm kind of rambling on at this point and not making any sense, but I mean, like, I'm looking over at my Xbox games, and I still have Modern Warfare 2, which is a great game, but it's kind of old, but I still like to play it. I sunk so many hours into that game. I have Gears of War 3 and Judgment, which Judgment I never have played. I have it, and I've never played it. I loved Gears of War 3. Gears of War 3 and the Gears of War series as a whole is amazing. Probably one of my favorites. Yes, I am an Xbox kind of guy between Gears of War and Halo, if you couldn't already tell. But that's, I'm not prejudiced against PlayStation, though, at all. I love the Metal Gear Solid series. I've played all of them except for Metal Gear Solid 4, and I don't remember much of 3. I played 4, or no, I didn't play 4, but I feel like I have played it because, like, years and years and years ago when that game was new, I watched a playthrough of it, and so, like, I got to experience the story from a Metal Gear Solid fanatic, and so I know the story. and everything. So I played the first one on PlayStation, PlayStation 1. That is. I actually played it on a. Actually, first like really played it on my PC through a PlayStation emulator, but still. But I played the original version, not like a digitally remastered version. Like I think it was Twin Snakes that was on GameCube. Was a remake of it, and it had some like additional features, I think. But no, I played the original one on PlayStation. As far as I'm concerned, um, I played Metal Gear Solid 2. The first time I played Metal Gear Solid 2 was when they released the HD collection for Xbox 360, which included Metal Gear Solid 2, 3, and some game that I can't remember the name of. It was, I think, a PSP game of Metal Gear Solid, but they like ported it to Xbox 360, and it was really fun. Unfortunately, I don't have HD collection anymore, so yeah, I mean, relatively new have I played the games for myself, but I experienced them years and years ago because some of my friends had owned PlayStations, and I watched this guy that was a Metal Gear Solid fanatic play through them, and so that kind of got me to really love the Metal Gear Solid series because I am such a story fanatic in games, and Metal Gear Solid is just about as story driven as you can get in a video game. I mean, hell, some cutscenes will last like 15 minutes or something, I think. So I love the Metal Gear Solid series. I've always been more of a PC gamer over my life than a PC. Did I say PC? I've been a console gamer, not a PC gamer. If that's what I said, I don't know. Look, I'm mixing up my own words now. I've been a console gamer more than I've been a PC gamer. I've only really been gaming on PC for the past, I want to say, like 1 year, 1.5 years, a year and a half, something like that. Um, when I got my PC that I currently use, and it's not the best. It's an Alienware X51, which is a solid computer. My first real gaming computer, and it's not exactly the best gaming computer, but it gets the job done, and I like it a lot. Um, so but I've always been more of a console gamer. I grew up playing Nintendo games a lot, N64, and then GameCube, and then the Wii I got for Christmas of '06 because I couldn't get it when it like first came out because it was like sold out everywhere. And I loved the Wii. The first game I ever played for the Wii was Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess, and that game is amazing. I love Legend of Zelda. Mario games, all that. Also, Sonic the Hedgehog games are great too, even though that's not Nintendo, that's Sega. But I mean, really, like the first Sonic games I ever played were Sonic Adventure series, the Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. Those games were great. I originally did play the Dreamcast version. My brother and I used to own a Dreamcast. The Dreamcast was an amazing system. Too bad it died out, but the Dreamcast was great, and then we got the versions that were for GameCube. So I've always been more of a Nintendo guy, and then when like Xbox, we got the original Xbox. I keep wanting to say Xbox One, but I can't say that now because they named the friggin' new console that. But the original Xbox we got, and I think the first game we ever played was Fable, and that's a great game. And we were just like, holy shit, because it was such a kick-ass and it was like the new generation, and like Nintendo was always so like cartoony and and kid friendly and stuff, and then Xbox and Fable just like threw it right in your face and was just like action packed and awesome. So that's when we really got into the Xbox crowd, and then the Halo games, of course, were the major thing on uh, the Xbox and stuff like that. And that was great. And then we got 360 when it first came out. And so yeah, I've always been more of a console gamer. And so Warcraft and Nintendo, those are my childhood. Okay, buddy, you gonna let me talk to you? There we go. This video has gone on for super long time. So after I get these quests, I'm gonna go ahead and log out. So this is where we're gonna go ahead and call it. I think this is a super lengthy episode, and it's gonna be a week from when I'm filming it. You can see I'm filming it on January 18th. So yeah, for once I'm not doing it the day that it's released. I know, amazing, right? But so that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully you will have seen my WoW discussion videos or whatever the hell I come out with before I release this, if anything, which I certainly hope. Um, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and this is me from Knights of 67, and I will see you guys next time.